Hello, Libra. Ashley here. We're going to do your bonus love reading because Venus has moved direct. So as promised, similar to the Venus retrograde love reading, we're going to do one now since she's stationed direct in the skies. So between now and the beginning of March, she's going to be kind of backtracking, or rather moving forward back through the degrees she's already seen in the sign of Capricorn. She's also going to meet up with Pluto again, and then finally move into Aquarius. So it's caused a lot of shakeups in the love department. So whether you're single or you are dealing with an ex, or you've had a split up, what have you, this is your reading. So let's see what's been going on for Libra. Now, if none of this resonates, definitely check your other placements, as that might better suit your situation. So my intention is that your energy here, Libra, is on the left side, but you can certainly flip that if it feels more applicable. We have patience. So this is the Temperance card, and looks like you're waiting on something. You could definitely be doing a lot of healing at this time as well, really trying to integrate what you've learned throughout this past, 6 weeks or so, since Venus went into her retrograde. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Your person, King of Swords. I feel like if you're not yet in communication, your person will be communicating. You certainly be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Aquarius for me. Somebody that is kind of using the wisdom that they have to lead, to communicate, make decisions. And the energy between you, we have the Seven of Cups. So I do feel like there's options here. I feel like there's also been some confusion between the two of you. It could very well be that for some of you, this King of Swords is a new energy that you meet as a result of dating. And I do feel like you've been kind of waiting for somebody to spark your fire here in the past. We have the Nine of Cups. Not only having, I feel like seeking dream come true here, honestly. The Nine of Cups is like a wish fulfilled. So for some of you that will apply, but you can see that she's kind of uncovered this treasure chest, and there's this one big diamond that's floating up out of it. So again, similar energy here. Like you've been kind of waiting for that one person to kind of spark something. And it could be that you've been waiting for some time, like really kind of fantasizing, thinking about it, what you want in a partner. It could very well be this person is showing up. Now in the future, we have the Three of Swords. Interesting. We're going to clarify and see what that's about. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. I'm curious about that. We have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay. So Six of Cups, King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. But in between them, the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. So there's been a split up here. Now, it might not be this person. It might be a previous soulmate connection here. Then we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So there's been some sort of disruption here, and I feel like there could have been a bit of a player energy showing up. Somebody that was pretty proud of themselves. Could have been dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius here. Pisces and strong air as well. Let's dig into this because I feel like there's more to be said here. Let's see. We're going to look at your temperance energy here, Libra. I almost wonder if for some of you, you've been waiting for someone to make a choice about you, hoping that they would. And especially if you've been dealing with a player from the past. But I still feel like this is a new person. So let's see. We have the Moon. The Two of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's been some sort of like waiting for someone to make up their mind here about something. It also feels like this air of mystery. It's like perhaps you had no real good footing on how the person you were dealing with. It's like you didn't know where you stood with this person. I do feel like communication is coming in here. I also feel like during this time of kind of waiting for the confusion to clear up, you've had some deep emotions about this. I feel like a lot of emotions. You can see these waves on the Two of Pentacles and the Moon showing up here. So I don't feel like this has been a very easy experience for you, Libra. Actually, before I clarify your person here, I want to get a better idea of the connection energy, because again, I feel like this is not the person you've been thinking about. We'll see. The Nine of Cups in the past. We have the Queen of Cups. Wanting a true love connection, that gem. Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands. So I feel like perhaps there was some competition here. Now it could be that you have choices when it comes to who you want to be with, right? It may not be that you were dealing with someone who wasn't deciding on you. It may very well be that you were trying to make a decision, right? So take it as it resonates. But I do feel like you were really trying to follow your intuition, follow your heart here, because you didn't want to make the wrong choice. You didn't want to make the wrong choice here. And I feel like that was almost like a fear, like, oh, if I make a choice, what if it's the wrong one? And then I'll miss out on my true love or something, you know? Because you can see on this Seven of Cups, it's like all these different sea creatures are coming up out. Like, I feel like there were several options here. So whether that was you or your person. With the Seven of Cups, we have the Star. So here's that King of Swords energy, that Aquarius energy. The Page of Cups. And the Eight of Cups. With with your person here. This King of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the Three of Cups. So for some of you, this is a reconciliation kind of scenario. I'm getting quite a few things here. Hold on, let me finish clarifying and then I'll dive into everything that's showing up here. Three of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. So definitely something coming up in the future position that is difficult. Oh my. The King of Swords again. And the Knight of Pentacles. So, okay. So Libra, you've been waiting. And I do feel like there's a deep emotional thing that's been going on for you. I feel like you've been waiting for your heart's desire here. Waiting for them to make a choice. I do feel like this person that you've been dealing with has been indecisive. You've wanted things to move forward. And I also feel like part of what got you to this place of like waiting to see what they were going to do, I do feel like in your heart of hearts, you were trying to make the best choice for yourself. And I do feel like there's been some competition here. Like the whole time, it's like you've wanted for this person to like get their head out of their butts and really stand up for the connection that you and this person have. It's curious how this felt like someone new. For some of you, it could very well be. It could be that you have an Aquarius coming towards you here that you might not have yet met. Because he's showing up here strongly. King of Swords, the Star, and the King of Swords here in the future. I feel like if you have been waiting for this person and you have not interacted with them, perhaps you know them, but there's just not been a whole lot of communication yet. Perhaps this is the person you have your eyes set on, but you are waiting for them to notice you. I feel like perhaps, because with the Four of Cups, Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords, I feel like this person okay, for some of you, I feel like this person you haven't actually met yet, and I do feel like they're showing up here. I feel like for some of you, this person, if you have been dealing with this person the whole time, they have been a bit of a player. And we saw that at the bottom of the deck. There could have been some silence between the two of you because they walked away and decided to start playing the field. We have the Three of Cups here. We have the Seven of Cups here. Like options, options, options. And I feel like this person may very well communicate that they are not wanting a reconciliation, which makes sense with this future position of an ending, right? That that has been maybe a long time coming. Like the confusion has been there, so it hasn't actually ended yet. For others, though, I do feel like this person wants to speak their truth to you, that they do want a reconciliation, and that they want to clear up the confusion. I feel like they're wanting to come forward with an apology, and I feel like part of the long waiting energy that's been going on here, this person was dealing with some pain here. So if this is someone new, it's been a slow start here because they're still healing from something from the past. It's crazy how much is showing up in this reading here. For others, I feel like if you've been the one that's needed to make a choice here, I feel like you've been conflicted about doing that because you wanted to make the right choice. You've been all in your feels about it. And I do feel like that you come to that conclusion during this Venus direct time period here. But it could very well be that you do not choose this person that has perhaps been waiting for your communication, right? So flip it and reverse it. Somebody here has been waiting to hear something. Hear some news, hear the truth. Are you in, are you out? And someone else has been kind of shuffling their feet, trying to figure out what they want to do. I do feel like whatever's been going on here has been a very long process. Again, even with this Nine of Cups in the past, this dream come true sort of energy, it still feels like this fantasy, like she's waiting for the right one to come along here. Almost like it hadn't yet shown up, right? It definitely feels like a lot of emotional upheaval either way. And if you have been dealing with a player, I do feel like, and I'm sorry to say it, but I do feel like if you've been dealing with a player, it doesn't look to me like they're interested in a reconciliation here. I do feel like they're going to go with a different option here, and I do feel like that's going to lead to some heartbreak here, especially if you've been waiting for this person to make up their mind for some time. I want to look at this future position specifically for you, Libra. Yeah, this is coming to an end. For those of you that are dealing with another air sign that's been indecisive, that player energy. Yeah, it's like they're just quitting. What's the next steps or advice for Libra? Look at that, Temperance. Three of Pentacles. It almost feels like kind of focus in on your own personal work, your personal stability here, kind of rebuilding a foundation. Specifically, if this was like a long-term partnership that you were dealing with here, channeling some of that energy into your own personal gain here when it comes to independence, finances, that kind of thing. Getting into a solid, independent place for yourself. Because even here, we had the Death card and then the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you'll take a stronger push in the work area of life here. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. Real quickly, we're going to look at what this Venus retrograde has really brought up for you and then your person. So for Libra, what's this really brought up for Libra to look at, to learn from? Endless possibilities. I actually like that a lot, especially if you dealt with someone here who played you. It's kind of, you know, this energy here of the Nine of Cups in the past, like waiting for that diamond to come along. It's like coming to this realization here that it is actually possible. It just wasn't in the form of this person. Like knowing that you're worth more here than waiting for someone who's just playing the field, right? If that's your story, for sure. Kind of opening yourself up to the potentials that are out there that you don't yet see. With your person, what are they getting for... Shining through. So I feel like part of what's been going on with this person, and especially if this is someone that's had a lot of options, been playing the field, couldn't make a choice. Oh, and look at this, seeing beyond at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this person is maybe starting to open up and be more comfortable with being themselves. Something about them being indecisive or slow in the past. Not really knowing what they want. I feel like that is what they're learning throughout this Venus retrograde. Shadow, post-shadow, pre-shadow period. Like it's okay to open up and really be themselves. And I feel like part of why... now, for some of you, they're not being themselves by being so wishy-washy. And I feel like that's their lesson, that's their karma to learn at this time. For others, it could be that the truth of who they are is coming out. And at this juncture, those two just don't match up anymore, right? So they're going out to try and find themselves almost. All right. Well, Libra, that was a tough one. I hope that was helpful for some of you. Be sure to check out your other placements if that did not resonate. Leave me a comment down below because that one felt very confusing, kind of all over the place. And I will see you in this week's reading. Bye.